Hello everyone, this is Night Sky. Welcome back to some more Pokemon HeartGold and SoulSilver. Last time we defeated the champion, Champion Lance, and entered the Hall of Fame, which makes us a champion of Kanto? Because Indigo Plateau isn't a Johto, I don't know. This game's weird like that. But we unlocked so many side quests and missions. Now that we entered the Hall of Fame, our journey is far from over. This video is gonna be a giant filler to keep the episode count down, so gonna have timestamp to organize it. First thing we can do, we spawn our room and we can head downstairs. Hello, Mother. We are famous now. Aren't you proud of us? Hi, Jason. Professor Elm told me that he has something to give you. What? No, I'm proud of you, son. Okay, whatever. But she just tells us to visit Professor Elm. He has something for us. And who could turn down free stuff? Hello, bro. Do you have something to give us? Jason, there you are. I thought because I have something for you. See, it's an access ticket. Now you can catch Pokemon in Kanto. Because we couldn't do that before, just kidding. The ticket will let you take the fast ship that departs from Olivine City. Yeah, it doesn't have a fancy name or anything. But you knew that already, Jason. After all, you adventure all over with your Pokemon. Give my regards to Professor Oki Kanto. Alrighty. Alright, here in Olivine City, we just walk to the pier here in the south. And as soon as we go in, hey look, it's the Mr. Celebrity, Professor Oak. Hello. You are starting to have the attitude of a champion, Jason. Finally, someone who's proud of us that we're champion. It's time for your Pokédex to match who you are. Let me see your Pokédex for a sec. I'll upgrade your Pokédex with the National mode. And our Pokédex was upgraded with the National mode. It won't be easy to complete the National Pokédex, however, I'm sure you will make an honest attempt on our behalf. Well, I will with the legendaries, at least. Oh, time flies. I have a radio show to record at Goldenrod Radio Tower. You must be heading for Kanto. If you come near Palatown, do drop by my Pokemon Research Lab. Yeah, it's gotta be like 2 or 3 episodes more before we go into Kanto, because this whole episode is gonna be dedicated to all the new stuff and changes now that we have the National Dex. Yeah, just by having a National Dex, we unlock tons of new Pokemon and evolution. But before you do, make sure you complete Balbus challenges in the Safari Zone and visit him every time he calls you, because fully setting up the Safari Zone requires getting a call after every 3 gameplay hours, so make sure you did the challenges and are visiting him. It takes a total of 12 gameplay hours. The Johto Safari Zone post-National Dex is gonna be its own video because there's so much to explain. Oh, I'm sorry, Mother, but we have to go to the Pokéathlon Dome. That's the first thing that I want to visit for the evolution. It's gonna be right here in National Park. Just by having the National Dex, I do recommend you save your game and change it to the Saturday, because the pool of prizes changes. Let's visit the athlete shop. We get a bunch of anticipated new evolutions. The Shiny Stone, you can finally evolve your Togetic into Togekiss, and Roselia into Rosary. You can get Roselia in the post-game Safari Zone. We also get the Dusk Stone to evolve Murkrow into Hodgecrow and Misdreavus into Mismagius. 2 more much anticipated evolution. And I don't have it here, but I know for sure all 3 stones are available on Saturdays. The last one, the Dawn Stone, to evolve male Ralts into Gallade. Ralts is available in Route 34 swarms only. I will explain that mechanic in a bit. And Dawn Stone is also used to evolve female Snowruns into Frostlass, which can't be caught in this game. It has to be transferred from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or traded from Sinnoh. The days for the prizes rotate. I'm just gonna show a video scroll for you and you can pause just to make it easier. Like I said, Saturdays have all 3 of the new stones. The easiest method to grind points, I already explained in episode 14. The only change now is maybe an evolved Togetic and your evolved starter make it slightly easier. Oh, and one small final note, getting a Sunstone post National Dex is more reliable here because of how the bug catching contest prizes change. So speaking of the bug catching contest, we literally just have to go south and oh, good thing I don't have to change my date. It's available right now. Let's enter it. Yeah, we can enter the bug catching contest every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That hasn't changed, but after having the national dex, everything is higher level and we get several new Pokemon. On Thursday, we get an even larger pool of bug types featuring Silcoon, Beautifly, and Volbeat. And on Saturdays, we can get a pool featuring Cascoon, Dustox, and Illumise. But every time you enter the bug catching contest, Wurmple, Nincada, Kricketot, Kricketune, and Kobe will always be available. A Scyther and Pinsir still remain as the highest rarity bonus if for some reason you want to still win the contest. Oh, let's see if we can catch. Let's see if we can catch one and maybe win the contest. And we win a Death Stone. Yeah, the prizes in the national decks change as well in the bug catching contest, and unfortunately they are random. So that's why the Pokéathlon is a much better place to get them, including the Sunstone, as yeah, the bug catching contest can only be done once a day. Here's a chart of the prizes. We'll return the Pokemon we kept for you. Here you go. Yeah, give us our party back. And for the next part of the video, the Pokegear has 2 new key functionalities. After I take the national decks, I want to demonstrate it in here. On Wednesday or Thursdays, we unlock special broadcasts in the Pokemon music channel. Every Wednesday, we can play a remix of Hoenn's Route 101 to encounter Hoenn Pokemon. And every Thursday, which is what my game is set to, we can play a remix of Sinnoh's Route 201 to encounter Sinnoh Pokemon. For some reason, Meditai likes the Sinnoh Sounds more. Here's a chart of Pokemon you can encounter and the places to catch them for your post-game journey. Headbutt or H-heads may be required. And each sound encounter slot is a 20% encounter rate. So if there's only one Pokemon that can be found with sounds, it's 40%. And for some reason, after every encounter, you have to re-enable the music. But I'm gonna try to catch Chatot on screen right now. There we go, this is one of my favorite Pokemon, especially for this game, because Chatot is how you find your RNG state for RNG manipulation. The Pokegear with the National Dex also unlocks mass outbreaks, aka swarms. In the top right channel of the radio, it's always the Mary and Oak channel. Mary will tell you what Pokemon swarm has been spotted and where. So right now she'll say a bunch of Beniri have decided to make an appearance at Route 25. After that, it'll be a list of random regular spawns. All the new Pokemon except for Kricketot and Chansey are exclusive to swarms. And unfortunately, most of them are gonna be in Kanto locations. You can re-roll the swarms, but it May take a while if you're looking for a specific one. So let's do that now. Preferably you want to be just outside a regular old building without like a picture preview, so let's choose this one. We need to save the game and change our time to 23:59 and go in-game before it rolls over to midnight. So let's do that right now. Okay, we are back. Now let's just wait for the time to roll over to midnight. Alright, it is now a new day. Now we need to refresh the area. We can just go in a regular old building. Check the Pokegear again. And now we just listen to Mary. This is breaking news. A bunch of Poochyena had decided to make an appearance at Route 1. Yeah, we have successfully rerolled the swarm. It may take a while, but I'm gonna try to spawn a swarm of Ralls or Swablu. They're the only new Pokemon we can get before Kanto. So I'll be right back. Make sure to save every time, that is very important, or it won't count you rerolling the swarm. Oh, there we go. A bunch of Swablu have decided to make an appearance on Route 45. Let's go over there. There it is. A wild Swablu appeared. Goyata. And the next thing I want to show off, it's not really new, but we are back in Olivine at the lighthouse because I mentioned earlier in the Let's Play, Pokegear NPCs do get stronger in the post game, and that means more money for us. I'm gonna show you how to get infinite money. In the Olivine lighthouse, make sure you have Gentleman Alfred registered. He's gonna be this old dude right here. Now, gonna go downstairs. Make sure your text speed is set to fast and battle scene set to off, just to make it a little faster, and then save your game. Battle scene off and press confirm. We're gonna save, and we need to set our day to Tuesday at 10 a.m. Alright, we are back. Make sure you have a Pokemon that can outspeed and one-shot his Noctowl. He's gonna have a Noctowl. And equipped it with the amulet coin to double the money that we earned. And also in the Pokegear, have Alfred at the top of your call list. Very easy to find him. We could just press sort by title and go to G for Gentleman. And we can move him to the very top. And because we're outside his loading zone, and we are in his rematch time frame, this is Alfred. He would like to battle us. Now you have to be outside their loading zone when you call them, or they'll just say some random dialogue asking you to come talk. Anyways, let's go challenge him. Ah, I can see you're serious, and we got a whole bunch of money because of the amulet coin and the fact he's rich, and all we do is go downstairs, call him again, and we can rematch him infinitely. Would you like to battle again? Yes, please. I mean, we can do this during the main story, but he gets a lot more money in the post game. as we unlock another tier of rematches. There is a 4th tier of his rematch where he has, I think, a level 56 Noctowl, but that's gonna be much later, so I'm gonna just show you the infinite money now, because it'll be a while till we unlock his stronger Noctowl. On a little piece of trivia, if you max the money your mom can hold, the game won't send her the extra, even though the dialogue says you did. Oh, and if you want to be hyper optimal, knock out his Noctowl with a neutral attack so you don't get the super effective text. And make sure you don't have abilities that have a text when sent out. And if you really want to, you may want to have abilities like Guts pre-activated, but it's just a Noctowl. It won't be tough to take down. Next up is to the left of Olivine, back to Olivine once again. Battle Frontier ahead. If you remember, there was this dude who was waiting patiently for the Battle Frontier to open. We need to have defeated the Elite Four to unlock this place. The Battle Frontier is open. Please go ahead. Z. He's standing but asleep. He fell asleep. Looks like we're the first ones to get in this place. Frontier access? Wait for me. Oh my, I fell asleep and ruined my chance of being the first to arrive here. Stupid me. Sup. Hello, just when you leak. Oh, it's Cameron. Good, we've got a nice picture. Yeah, let's actually get into the facility. Welcome to the Battle Frontier. This your first visit? Right this way, please. Oh, you have a Versus Recorder. How nice. We upgraded Versus Recorder for first-time visitors. I'll borrow yours. Glad to open this part, and all done. Our other staff will be pleased to explain how the individual facility of the Battle Frontier operate. I will be going over the Battle Frontier in depth in a mini-series. It's gonna be a long time. I'm not even sure if I'll do it. But we are here in case you want to farm battle points. Battle points is a currency can get many useful items and move tutors and such. You're gonna want to farm right here in the battle factory because you can rent 3 Pokemon. You don't have to use your own, and you just battle and grind battle points. It does take quite a while. It's the easiest to learn but the hardest to master. Anyways, let me save my game and let me rehearse how I'm gonna show you the NPCs. Oh, the first thing I want to show, we actually skipped over a house with 3 NPCs. They're all gonna be move tutors. It's gonna be in the Frontier Access lobby. In the house on the left, there are 3 move tutors here. I'm the guy who can teach your Pokemon all kinds of moves. Yeah, you select one Pokemon and he'll show you what moves they can learn. Here's a chart of this dude's moves. He's the one on the left. He mostly teaches physical moves. They're not in any particular category, but this is this guy's moves that he can teach. And the one on the top right, here's his list of moves. It's more on the physical side. He can teach Earth Power. That one's one of my favorite moves that he can teach you. And the one on the bottom right, he mostly teaches status moves. Honestly, I'm looking at the list and the only useful one is probably just gonna be Mirror Coat, honestly. He doesn't teach very good moves. Anyways, let's go back to the shop place thing in the center over here. this person, would you like some scratch off cards? Yeah, we have 0, but I'm gonna explain it anyways. For the 3 scratch off cards for 1 BP. Hidden on each scratch off card are icons of Pokemon. You may scratch a card 3 times. If the same icon appears 3 times, you will win a prize like a berry. Also, Ditto's icon can transform into any other Pokemon. Good luck. Yeah, she pretty much explains it for you. You could scratch 3 boxes, each revealing a Pokemon. Getting 3 of the same will give you their corresponding prize. Scratching a Ditto will copy the next Pokemon you scratch, and if you match any 3, you will always win a nugget. Here's a list of the berries you can win. If you can't use the Pow Park, which is unlocked later, this is the only place to get EV reducing berries, so make sure you get at least 1 and grow them. The rest of the berries your mom can buy for you. You're probably just drowning in them. And here in the first exchange service corner, you can trade your BP for a whole bunch of items. This first one is not useful, it's just vitamins. You have infinite money at this point, and rare candies. There's such easy ways to farm the XP with the Pokegear, and in the trading items too. These aren't really relevant, only if you're breeding, and I will be explaining those later. But the more interesting one, fighting items number 1. The only real one you may want is the Flame Orb for your Guts Pokemon. Remember, burn overrides the attack reduction from Guts. That's the only thing you would want from this pool. And for fighting items too, this is the most interesting one. You are really gonna want these, because these contains a couple evolution ones. The Razor Claw, when held by a Sneasel and leveled up at night, evolves it into Weavile. You can buy those for 48 battle points. Gotta take a while. Same with the Razor Fang. If held by a Gligar and leveled up at night, it evolves it into Gliscor. For Choice Scarf, you should already have this. If you didn't, there are bought by your mother. If you have at least 30k deposited, she has a chance to buy it for you. Choice Band, maybe if you're... No, I was about to say maybe if you're grinding the Pokegear, it may be useful, but it's not worth the grind. There's so many other things you may want to buy. And for the last shop, welcome to the exchange service. She sells you TMs, and she has 3 categories. Here are the physical TMs. The only new one is Stone Edge. It is a 100 base power, 80% accurate physical rock move. Does not make contact. It has a 1-8 chance to crit instead of the regular 1 in 16. I do plan on teaching this to Giga Chad, because Giga Chad can ignore that awful 80% accuracy. This move is dubbed Stone Miss, but not on Giga Chad. And if for some reason you want another Earthquake TM, yeah, that's a super long grind. Probably, I think it's the most expensive thing you can get here, 80 battle points. And for the special move, the only new one here is Energy Ball. It is an 80 base power special grass move. It has a 10% chance to lower special defense. Oh, and you can also finally get more Shadow Ball TMs. And for the changing attacks, these are the status moves. Have a bunch of new ones. You can finally get freaking Toxic, 85% accurate poison move. It inflicts bad poison, which doubles the poison damage at the end of every return. Will-O-Wisp is an 85% accurate fire move that inflicts burn. It was buffed from 75% accuracy in Gen 3, and it also activates Flash Fire now. Bulk Up, I think we've seen this before, but we can get it as a TM now. It boosts your attack and defense 1 stage. It's a fighting status move. And Calm Mind, super busted move. They They kept this in the Battle Frontier in this game. Raises your special attack and special defense 1 stage. Make sure your Pokemon can learn it before you actually grind for it though, because they do take a while. We're almost done with this place. I want to show off one important NPC. It's gonna be north here in the battle tower. Says he's right next to the PC. Where's the PC? Oh, it's a nerdy looking dude. You can call me the judge. It's actually not my real name, but that's what everyone calls me. It's because of this weird power I have. It's a gift, really. I can discern, you can say the overall potential of an individual Pokemon. If you'd like, I could judge the intriguing potential of your Pokemon. First, he will describe the total IVs of a Pokemon, and he'll make a comment based on this chart. Ice Bite's potential is decent all around. That means, oh, it's on the low end. And then he will comment on your Pokemon's highest IVs. If there's a tie of 2 or more, he will comment the first one and cycles in order of HP, attack, defense, speed, special attack, and then special defense, based on this chart here. Its speed stats is very good in that regard. 16 to 25. And that's what this dude's all about. He's only useful for when you're trying to check your IVs and breeding. I mean, you could calculate it outside a game, and if you have PKX, you could just pull up PKX. And to round off the Battle Frontier, I'm gonna do a round of the Battle Factory. I know for sure it's the easiest place to farm battle points because it requires no setup. I'm gonna do a voiceover explain this mechanic, as it requires, yeah, like I said, no setup of your Pokemon from your own. I don't know which one is faster. I'll have to do my testing on my own time. Make sure your battle scenes are off and choose single battle open level. Singles are much faster and easier, and open level has strong Pokemon, making the battles even faster because of the higher power level. In the Battle Factory, you are shown a pool of 6 competitively built Pokemon at the start, then you choose 3 to bring with you. A couple helpful tips are choosing sweeper leads to breeze through the rounds, and make sure at least 2 of your Pokemon cover each other's defensive weaknesses. In the first round, the scientist will straight up tell you what Pokemon the opponent has, but each round after he will get more vague until round 5, where they will only say what type they are. When you defeat a trainer, you can choose to trade a Pokemon you have for theirs, but you can't see their moves. You will have to remember what they use, and there can be many build variants of the same Pokemon. Movesets can drastically change a Pokemon's playstyle, but the sweeper movesets of Garchomp, the Latias, Salamence, and Starmie are by far the best. Make sure to get those. Pokemon with Intimidate are also super valuable to have in your trio to help a sweeper teammate setup or give your weakened Pokemon a fighting chance to win. Here's a chart of the battle point rewards. You're pretty much always getting 5 unless you get the hang of it and you're lucky enough to get to the factory head Thornton after winning 3 rounds in a row without losing. But if you lose a single round, your streak will break. You won't get any battle points for that round, and you will have to restart at round 1. I won't say all the mechanics because at this point of the playthrough we are just grinding for battle points. But if you're lucky enough to somehow get the gold print, congrats, you completed the hardest facility in my opinion. Now for the last and most boring part of the episode, we can collect the phone numbers of the Johto gym leaders. But not all of them, a couple of them are gonna be in Kanto. We need to unlock those areas. They aren't important to register, but I want to demo it anyway. Here's a chart of all the locations and the time of day you need to register them. I'm gonna go in order. We're gonna have to skip Falkner and Bugsy because those are the two that have Kanto locations. Oh, I lied. There are a couple things we could do with Jasmine after we have her registered in the Poke Gear. Make sure you have a Pokemon you don't care about. It is going to be traded away. And we need to talk to Jasmine inside her gym. So let's go pay her a visit. Hello, Jasmine. What's going on? Long time no see. I'm fine, thank you. I don't know how to say this, but nothing. Yeah, we need to talk to her again and she'll say something else. Will you trade your Pokemon for mine? Yes. Really? Thank you very much. I'll be happy with any Pokemon. Yeah, this is the first time in any game that the in-game trade allows any Pokemon to be traded. We're gonna trade this Breject Machop from a long time ago. Will you trade Machop? Yes. Jasmine sent over Rusty. Take good care of Rusty. Thank you so much. I'll take good care of it. Yeah, she gives us a Steelix. This is not her A Steelix. It's gonna be level 1 and it's gonna be holding a Soothe Belt. You've already had this from an NPC in National Park, but here's Rusty. You'll always be a brave nature and have the same IVs and abilities. Oh, actually a pretty good Pokemon for power and stamina. Wow, I didn't know it was this strong. If you don't see Jasmine in the gym after you register her in the Pokegear, that means it is between 12 and 13 o'clock and she'll be hanging out in the diner right here. Hello Jasmine, what's going on? We seem to bump into each other often. Why don't we take a picture to make this a memory? Yeah, she'll offer to take a picture with you with your lead Pokemon. Let's say yes. Are you ready? Say cheese, Big Jaws. You did a fine job. We look good. Are you flirting with us? Just kidding. So yeah, she's not in the gym. That means it's between 12 and 13. Either wait it out or change your time if you really want to trade with her. Almost forgot to have this in the video. We are in Cianwood because there are a couple of rock smash rocks that spawn in the cliff cave right after you obtain the national dex. Kind of weird how that works, but there is one special item for each version that you can get here, and here's the path for it. You need to take the bottom stairs. Yeah, they're right here. If you're playing HeartGold, you'll be able to find claw fossils in these rocks, and if you're playing SoulSilver, you can find root fossils. Here's a chart of all the items. Honestly, the other ones aren't worth it. You can get max ethers reliably in Violet City, and the other items, you have infinite money at this point, so those are useless. And unfortunately, these rocks have a higher Pokemon and lower item rate than the Ruins of Alph, and you can't repel away rock smashing counters, unfortunately. Okay, that is everything I wanted to demonstrate, except for the dreaded Johto Safari Zone post-National Dex. But it's going to be its own episode. I will be demonstrating everything from scratch, but remember to have his two challenges completed, and keep visiting him while you do stuff with the National Dex. But that's going to be everything for today. Thank you all for watching. I have a ton of footage to edit, and that's not including the Johto Safari Zone. So I will see you in the next one, where we're going to be discussing the dreaded, infamous Johto Safari Zone post-National Dex. I'll see you next time.